Today's video, we're going to be breaking down the major three champions. OPTIC Texas versus Atlanta FaZe in this Search and Destroy was an absolute clinic. You guys know I'm an OPTIC fan, and this one was an absolute masterclass. Sit back, relax. Let's break down how they won the Search and Destroy on Invasion, because this was, for me, the map of the tournament. This win did guarantee that grand final, where I did match them against Toronto Ultra really well before it happened. I just felt like the confidence beating FaZe was going to take them through, and it worked out perfectly. So yeah, let's get right into it and see what they did. Starting off, let's take a look at the setups, because what we're going to see is basically how the game adapts over time, what they did well, things they could improve on, stuff like that. So starting off, you're going to see off the break here, number 4, Dashy. So Dashy's going to play like a bit of an island at the back, right? So as they send 3 people through to B, what normally happens is there's normally one player playing B, one player playing this street, 2 people on A. That's kind of the normal routine. So right now you see they're going to go through. Shotzi's playing by himself at the front, and again, you can see Dashy's at the back, and they're just really trying to get that first blood, okay? So immediately, number 5 is Draza. So what they're actually going to do off the break is, if you look at the minimap Draza, normally they have somebody go where Draza is now, and he's going to basically watch the cross. So what he does is, by him watching the cross, what that's going to do, right, is that's going to allow him to identify how many players have crossed. So right now you can see Draza. Draza's going to go through. He's going to spot maybe 3 of them and go across. So that's going to tell him straight away, right, I need to help number 7. I need to help Simp. So he's going to go through. You see he's going to go across. He's going to go through and help Simp here. So knowing that no one's crossed away, they now have a bit of intel. Okay, there should be around 2 or 3 people towards this backside. You see Sedium's going to pick up the street, and BZ's going to play A. So far, they kind of know where OPTIC are playing, but it's just about the kills. So Shotzi's going to go by himself. Now, one thing I personally didn't love is when Shotzi's in these positions, I feel like I like him doing that when, you know, look, he's trying to make a play. He's a playmaker. He's trying to get those kills. As an OPTIC fan, I love to see it. But sometimes you can play for that. If the other team play for him, there's a lot of times where they play 4v3, and you kind of live and die by that play. So I do want to see sometimes his team play a little bit closer to him, or sometimes him not overheat. But it's just one of those where you get that with this type of play style. He wins you maps, but he can also lose you rounds. This weekend, he won them the event. So you take it when you can. They go through, they spot Simp here. Well, they don't actually spot Simp, so I really like this play from Simp. So if you look at the minimap, you've got Simp and you've got number 5, you've got Draza. So Simp and Draza are working together here. So what they're trying to do is, Simp is just waiting for the information, right? Draza is the one basically playing as the bait. He's going to be at the back here, and what they're hoping for, they're hoping that OPTIC push through. They try to take out Draza. They don't really expect Simp to be here, and this is working out perfectly. You see right now, look at this. They don't expect to see Simp. He's taking his time. Shotzi runs past. Shotzi doesn't expect to see Simp. He takes out one, and look at this. This is the importance of just the map control and understanding the spots. In an ideal world right now, if Draza's not here and Simp is by himself, Kenny probably gets a trade here. But because Kenny is distracted by Draza, they're not able to get the trade. They're not able to work together. They're having 2 individual gunfights. Simp is now going through. He helps Draza. They take him out. Dashy's watching the pinch, so now it's Pred by himself. And just like that, what does Simp do? He chucks his stun. He shoulders the left. He sees him. He backs away immediately. They're buying time right now. He's trying to buy time for Draza. Again, Draza, instead of going forward, let's look at the minimap. What does Draza do here? He goes forward. He goes forward. As soon as Simp gets shot, he actually backs away. He doesn't get over aggressive. He takes his time, backs away, and watches over. And this is perfect Call of Duty for me. He watches over. I say perfect Call of Duty. The angle did open up there for Pred, so fair play to Pred. I feel like Draza, I thought he had a better angle there. I think if he plays the other angle where he can watch over him fully, it's a better play. So to be fair, I thought it was good Call of Duty, but that was a really good pick from Pred. He gets the first kill and backs away. Now the problem you have is the bombs down. So the problem now is, okay, the bomb's down in a further up position. They couldn't really wrap towards A. They have to play for the bomb. And there you go. Now they get the intel. They play for the bomb. They go through. Draza makes Pred one shot, and I think Pred gets a little bit aggressive there. But at the same time, with 30 seconds left, it's just one of those where there isn't much time. Dashy goes through. He gets taken out. So round 1, really good stuff there from Atlanta FaZe. I think Simp in that position and Draza made the play. But now when you're OPTIC, right, the next time you're on offense, you think of that spot. So it's very important for players in FaZe to kind of mix things up there and not do the same thing. Let's see what FaZe do on their break and how OPTIC play it differently. So off the break here, slightly different variation. Now this is what's called a hard counter. A hard counter is essentially when you think you know what the opponents are going to do, and the defensive team stack one side of the map and they basically counter a strategy, and they kind of put all their eggs in one basket. So you can see the difference here. Number 1 and number 2, Kenny and Shotzi are going to the left there, and number 4's there, and they're just going to kind of hard counter B. You saw last time they had FaZe had 2 people at B, but now you see OPTIC have 3 people on that side of the map here. But one thing I think they do really well is the angle they're creating. FaZe Celium right here, he's not playing at the back, he's not playing on the left street, so that allows Pred to push through middle map, Dashy to hold the middle tank, and they just have more map control than I think FaZe did. So I think right now Celium's spot wasn't as valuable as Dashy's in my opinion. I think Dashy had a better spot because he just had a wider range of the map. So they go through, Pred makes the play. Again, can be risky though, because if you play for Pred right now, if they sent 2 people playing for Pred, this is a different round here. So Pred goes through, really good crosswork there, makes him 1 shot, they go across, and now you can see the setup. They've got them a little bit pinched. You see Pred going round now, Celium's going through. I just think this is a good setup from OPTIC Texas here. But let's see what they do. They nade the tank. They don't end up hitting him. Pred's by himself on the left here again. It's just one of those rounds where they're just waiting for someone to make a mistake here. These offenses were very slow compared to what we're used to. But again, a little bit different to what we saw from FaZe. FaZe's setup, what do they have? They had 1 by the tank, 1 by the right wall here, right? But this time you have Kenny by the back tractor, and you have Shotzi playing very close to the corner. So just a different variation of the same kind of setup. They're going through, this is the variation that OPTIC have, and I think this one is a really good variation, but it's quite predictable. Someone like New York, what they normally have is they actually have Sib playing over here, Hydra playing where Dashy is. So different teams have different variations, but most of the time you find your main, not your main, but you find an AR sitting at this back area. The reason Shotzi is so valuable here is because of his finesse, and you have to remember he's using the smoke grenade. So most of the time you're going to find him getting that opening kill and then using a smoke. So speaking of variations, what do we see now? Well, aBeZy just not expecting this. You see aBeZy goes through, and he's not expecting the play from Shotzi. So again, this is why the first defense is so valuable, because you can try things that they're not expecting. So you can see he had no clue that he was going to be here. I do think this was a bit of a rogue play from aBeZy, kind of pushing in by himself. Again, could have expected this play. Goes through, gets the first kill, backs away, and you can see straight away, now there's 2 people there. He goes across, the trades go in, Kenny gets 1, Kenny gets a second one shot. I feel like I feel like he should get that kill on Draza there. Like right there, I'm not sure what happened. I feel like Kenny right there kind of went back into cover, almost trolled right there, but okay, good play regardless. Gets a kill on Draza. Now it's a 3v1. Really good stuff there. Kenny made a superstar play at the end there. I didn't realize he killed Celium as well. So really good play there. Both sides on the defense basically taking it to be taking control of that side of the map. Really effective stuff there. And you could just see how close these search and destroys are and how every round is different. Now, what can they do differently? Let's have a look and find out. B is definitely the most favored one at the start of this game here. 3 people once again going B. Just like I spoke about, Dashy playing a bit of a wider angle, it just allows them to have a bit more awareness of anyone flanking, and overall they just have more kind of control of the map here. Same setup though, you got Simp going through, you have Celium there, but this time Draza's playing through middle. So, if we look at the difference between round 1 and round 2, Simp is playing by himself on B now. If you're OPTIC, as soon as you get the information, you need to pounce on Simp. You need to get the B control and make a play. Let's see how they do it. And that's where I think Shotzi is really important. He goes through. You see he's checking every corner. So they know that Simp is around here, right? Normally when you're playing, you know what player is around where. So they know, for example, Dashy's playing the flank, Celium's playing the street. They know Simp is playing around here and Shotzi's going to push through. So they do have an idea. You see they chuck a nade over. They don't know exactly where he's going to be. But Draza once again is going to back off and help him out. They don't know where Simp is, but it's a Draza-Simp combination again. Shotzi and Kenny with the exact same play as last time. I do think right now a play I personally really like, which they haven't done yet, is I love if Shotzi could just smoke this street. Because I feel like if Shotzi smokes his street, right, they then have a 3 versus 1 on Simp. Now, they don't know where Simp is, but they know he's going to be around the bomb, right? So if they could just smoke that and then push through, I feel like they'll be in a really good spot. They don't quite... Actually, did they do that right there? Oh, I think they did that. I don't know if they tried to stun or a smoke there. You can't really see there. But that's kind of what I expected them to do. The only problem, again, is that Draza gets pushed up and they make the same mistake as the first round. They let Draza and Simp just use their teamwork, and I feel like they could have played a lot better. You see, Draza's watching the same cross. Shotzi dies. And I really do think OPTIC played that poorly both times. I think the smoke grenade there would have been a lot better. and they just get 3v2'd again. They get 2v3'd, sorry, again, though, second round. Dashy's by himself, and this round's over. So both offenses from Optic Texas so far, I think, were pretty poor in terms of getting that map control on B. They had 3 people both rounds, and they end up getting 3v2'd. And I think the biggest kind of thing for me is the fact that Draza was in the same spot. And the fact that they weren't able to chuck a smoke there, again, all in hindsight, I'm obviously sitting back watching, it's a lot easier to analyze, but I just feel like you want to chuck a smoke there because you know that Draza's going to watch over, right? So just chuck a smoke, make Simp really work for a kill there. You're in a 3v1. As soon as you get that kill on Simp, I know you've used your smoke, but now you have bomb control. Now you have a man advantage. You're making FaZe make a play, and I just think you have more of a chance of winning it. Let's go forward to the next round and see the variation. So this is very important. Dashy, where does he go? So Dashy right now, honestly, this is just a god shot from Dashy. As Draza jumps up, you can see he literally kills him in milliseconds. That is just an insane shot from Dashy, and plays like that completely mess up the round. So look at this. Draza goes through, tries to jump up, Dashy kills him off the cross there, and now FaZe's whole plan is gone out the window. You've killed the player that's top frag in the lobby, you've broken up their setup, and now this is your round to lose. You do your exact same standard setup, but now you have numbers. Pred, again, I just think this is a little bit risky because he's now pushed up. I love the push up, but I just feel like right now you're giving them a chance to get a number here. If a BZ kills you Pred now, they're just going to get their numbers back. So I feel like Pred in this scenario, me personally, I don't love him pushed up in a 4 versus 3. I just feel like I'll be a lot happier if he was playing on the bomb there. You lose a little bit of map control, but because of your numbers, I just think it's safer. Let's see what happens there. They go through. I don't remember every round, by the way. And this is the advantage of Pred's playstyle. For me, it's just one of those where, again, it's a double-edged sword. I do think everything went well for Optic yesterday, but these are the gunfights that if they lose, it's going to be one of those where why did he push out? So again, nothing wrong with where he is. He's not that crazy, but if he dies here, if Selim's in a better spot and he dies here, he's letting it be a 3v3. So you have to be very careful. If you get the kill, it's a great play. If you die, it's a bad play. But what he does after is what everyone should do in this scenario. If you get the first kill here, there is no need to stay here. You've got the kill. You've got the information. You're now in a 4 versus 2. Just run away. Run away. Get back to your team. Guarantee the win. There you go. This is the starting spot. Now, what Pred did here was phenomenal play. If it works, you win the round. So it just depends on your team. If your team are happy with you to make those plays, go for it. But there has to be a balance. He goes through. He's watching over. This round is honestly over here. I mean, good shots, gets turned around, but the trades are just in. Bad voice break there. Sorry about that. My voice, I had to get water off that, bro. My voice crack went insane there. Okay, anyways, moving on. Really good play from Optic there. And Dashy, for me, was a star of that round. Massive, massive play. Let's go forward, okay. I think defense has just been favorable right now. Both sides, defense has been favorable. We have to wait for an offense win. Now, this is the first time we've seen some sort of variation. Now, I want you guys to help me out. What do you think the difference is? So, the difference here is Pred. Pred has now not gone with Kenny and Shotzi. He's actually gone with Dashy. And what happens now is you can make a variation of the play. You now know that Simp and Draza like to play towards B. Okay? You can see Selim's 0-3, but you have to remember the reason why he's 0-3 is because both rounds, both offense and defense, he's been playing that pinch, and no one's really been playing on the pinch. So every time he's kind of playing is when he's left in that one of those clutch scenarios where he's getting caught off guard, stuff like that. The main people right now is Draza, Simp, Kenny, and Shotzi. Those 4 players are having most of the battles right now. And again, you're seeing it right now. It's another 2v2. So what's happening is mid-map is one of those where BC's not really having to do much. He's just kind of holding it. And it's basically Draza and Simp versus Shotzi and Kenny. Shotzi's by himself. He goes through. He backs Draza up. This is very important. He backs Draza up and they use their smoke. So I think this was a bit of a misplay from FaZe here, if I'm honest with you. They played this a bit strange. And now again, you've left Simp in a 1 versus 3. I think if they get aggressive here, they can make it count. Let's see what they do. So they still have their smoke to work with. They go through. They're actually going to push the right-hand side. And this is a bit of a different variation. Now Dashy is playing with the right. Pred is playing on the pinch. Again, just mixing it up slightly. Now they see Simp at the back here. Number 5 is on the left. Kenny goes through, and I think he overcommits there, and they end up losing that one. So Draza, again, just mixing up the variation. So right now, if you look at the minimap, this is all about timing. Number 4 is Dashi. Dashi's going through middle. As Kenny slides across, he sees two, right? So he probably calls out both. As he does that, Dashi goes through, gets perfect timing, gets a trade. I think that could have went wrong for them. Luckily, Dashi gets a trade. It's now a 3v3. They open up the map a little bit. Dashi goes through and he catches a BZ off guard. So right now, as Pred pushes up, I think a BZ's the player here. I think if a BZ's in a better spot here, this doesn't happen. If a BZ's behind this tank on the right where he's been in the past, this doesn't happen. Honestly, Draza stays where he was. I think if a BZ's behind this tank watching middle, I think Optic loses round right here. But you see, they go through, they get a big two-piece. And this is what I mean by everything went perfectly. I'm an Optic fan, but everything went perfectly this game for them. And that's a perfect example. Celium in a 2 versus 3 now with Simp. They go through. Perfect play from Pred. And for the first time, an offensive team has won the round. And that was all because of that mid-map push. I think Abizi's positioning wasn't the best there. Draza gets the first kill on Kenny. Once that kill goes through, I just don't think they can leave middle map open. They left middle map open, and it all went downhill for them. So really good play from Optic to capitalize, but I think FaZe threw that one away. That's the first time I think they threw that round. So let's keep going and see what we can work with there. It's just interesting to see how every round is kind of different and just what they're doing differently. So they go through, Shotzi going through to the left here, again playing a different variation. This is the first time he's pushed up into broken. And I think right now, Shotzi's in a really good spot. He's pushed out into broken. He's not played it yet. They probably won't expect it. But this is again where I just think he overheats. I don't think you need to check this. Like, I really don't. And now they're all shooting at him. I feel like you're better off getting a kill there, playing your credit corner, getting a kill, and if you can get one while playing your life, you're in a perfect spot. Like, they didn't see him right now and he kills a BZ, they're in a perfect spot. But again, this is where I think a BZ just challenges as well. Like, although a BZ wins his gunfight, I feel like you need someone with you. Both these SMG players took a gunfight, and I just feel like you're kind of living and dying by the chow there. A BZ, it made more sense for him to chow that because Shotzi was weak, but if Shotzi somehow killed him here and didn't get the trade, this is a round win for Optic. So again, I would like to see both teams play their numbers slightly better. Abizi wins that one, which made sense. He had the health advantage. Kenny's by himself, and this isn't good. So if we think back to the variations, right, when Simp and Draza were playing on that B site, what did we see? We saw Simp playing near the tank, Draza watching over him. But what we saw now from Optic is a more of an aggressive area. And I think if you're going to have Shotzi pushed up like this, you need to have both players pushed up, in my opinion. So Shotzi has to push up, and I think Kenny needs to help him. Or Shotzi backs away or plays in a corner and Kenny distracts. I think this teamwork just needed to be a bit better. You see Shotzi's pushed up, Kenny's all the way at the back tank. They isolate Shotzi, and it's now a 1v3, and this isn't good. But where is number 3? Pred. Pred is somehow pushed up to Mannequin. Again, I don't think you need Shotzi and Pred pushed up. I think, you know, Shotzi needs to play his life better there, in my opinion. To be honest, that's probably the best thing to say. Shotzi plays his life better. Because now they've opened up the map. Senium's watching the pinch there. Pred's whole play goes out the window. If Shotzi's still alive there, they have more of a chance of winning that round. They go through, and honestly, this round's not going to be easy for them. Let's see what they do here. I love the play from Kenny here. He gets aggressive, finds an angle, almost kills Draza. He's literally standing on business. He's staying there. He's trying to get the kill. He knows that he has to even things up here. They're down by numbers. They're going through. And again, I just feel like right now, Atlanta FaZe is definitely, this is just their round to lose. There's no way they lose this round. But I feel like that all went from Shotzi. And just like I said at the start of the game, you're going to live and die by his plays. If he can minimize those overchows, those overheats, that's when they're going to be phenomenal in Search and Destroy. It's going to happen though. With that playstyle, it's going to happen. There's going to be times where he overheats, and it's just going to happen. It's a part of the playstyle because that's what wins you the rounds. But if he can work on a way of minimizing those, that's when he's at his absolute best. Because if you look at FaZe right now, Simp is going into broken, but look where Draza is. And this is the most important thing. Draza is with him. Draza is on the tank with him. They have all the intel. So if Simp gets into a gunfight now, Draza will be there for the trade, where I don't think Kenny and Shotzi were as close. And that's what's important. But they go through, and let's see what happens there. Number 4 goes through, and it's Dashi here. Dashi goes through. You can see through the map. He takes out, well, not takes out, he makes Draza one shot. Now Draza's isolated. He's by himself. Sorry, now Draza is backed away. Simp is by himself. This is your chance to kind of push through. But again, different variation. They have number 2 and number 3 going to the left here. They now know, okay, Simp is on B. Draza's kind of playing with them. This is our time to take out a BZ. Everyone knows that BZ plays around A-bomb. He either plays on the tank on this area on the left or on this spot here. He plays around A bomb. So this is their chance to take him out. Let's see what they do here. I love this play. 4 people now going through middle. This is where you have to be clinical. You need to get your trades, get the bomb down, and get moving, because FaZe are going to react to this. There's going to be time where they react, and aBeZy does exactly that. He gets the first kill, he takes out Simp, goes through, the trades go in. As soon as the trades go in, though, this is where it gets a bit mixy, because Dashy's now, you know, I think this is the clutch round, actually. I think this is the clutch round. But anyways, I was going to say, like, Shotzzy plays out really well, gets a trade, the nade comes in, it just gets really mixy. I think this is the clutch round. Let's keep playing and see what happens there. 2 versus 3, they're going to go round again. This is just a round where you don't think they're going to win. You really don't think they're going to win. Simp takes that one. This is it, chat. This is it. This is the round of the tournament right here. I need everyone to lock in. It's a 1 versus 3. Simp is on 1 health. This kill doesn't even count. That's an exact, just a trade, okay? With 24 seconds left, you go through, he picks up the bomb. Okay, so let's just really evaluate this. Drazah sees him. Dashy thinks, right, with 20 seconds left, I'm going to wrap round. To be honest with you, there isn't really a time to think here. You just got to make a play and stick to it. He doesn't know where Cellium is. He knows where Drazah is. He now sees Cellium. So he knows that Drazah is on B. Cellium is on A. Now, Cellium has seen Drazah cross to A. Okay, sorry. Cellium has seen Dashy cross to A. With 14 seconds left, this should be impossible. He's not middle. He goes through. Okay. To 8 seconds left, he has to plant the bomb. This is honestly so bad from FaZe. I've never seen a 1v2 this bad from FaZe, probably in the CDL era, if I'm honest with you. Now, people are really hating on Cellium for this play. I think 99 times out of 100, Cellium wins this gunfight. The fact that Dashy won that is insane. If Cellium wins that, no one's saying a thing. I think this was literally a crazy snap from Dashy. However, in these scenarios, you just guarantee the round wins. I really think Cellium just thought this was a guaranteed round win. They know he's not planting. Just wait 2 seconds here. Just wait 2 seconds. Because right now, if you're Cellium, you wait, okay? You wait. Dashy, you see that? He shoots, okay? If Cellium waits right now, it's 7.5 seconds. He has to give Dashy an option. Dashy has to go for Cellium. Cellium can stand in the open. It doesn't matter. If Dashy kills him, Drazah just runs away. So right now, this is where Cellium trolls, because if he backs away there, if he just goes prone, they win the round. They literally win the round if he prones there, because Dashy has to chase him. Or if he goes for the plant, then Cellium can do this same jump after 2 seconds. But instead, he chows him. An insane kill out of Dashy. I don't know how he does that. And you're in a scenario now where Drazah is probably more confused than anything. Drazah, if you look at his minimap, everyone thought he didn't chow because he thought Dashy was pre-aiming whatever. No, if you look at the minimap, Drazah played it the right way. Drazah expected Cellium to play his life, and by the time, you can see Drazah's running away. He's already running away because he's expecting Cellium to challenge when the time is right. He probably just realized, oh shit, he's actually not challenged. You can see now he turns around, he's like, oh shit, it's actually too late. He checks the bomb and it's gone down. Really good play from Dashy. An insane play. I thought this was it here. I thought he was going to get bad timing. I thought Drazah was going to check it. He gets very fortunate. It goes through, checks the bomb for the ninja, turns around. He gets shot here. Once he gets shot again, I think Drazah trolls here. Drazah has time. There's no need to run at him. Look what Drazah does here. He gets caught in the sprint. I talk about this all the time. He doesn't get caught in the sprint to be FaZe shooting, but it's like, bro, if Dashy's so weak here, I don't understand why Drazah isn't just holding this angle. Like right there, you see that? Like he should never ever be caught in the sprint there. It made no sense. This was a 1 in 1,000 clutch. I'll be honest with you guys. Right now, Dashy's 70 health. Bro, if you're Drazah, you just hold the fucking angle and you go towards Dashy because there's 30 seconds left. You just hold the angle and you close it down. You expect Dashy to chow you because if Dashy stays down, you're going to get the kill anyway. So you expect the chow because it's a harder gunfight. So you hold the angle, you pre-fire him, you take him out right there. As Dashy gets up, Drazah should have killed him. That should have been the round. I don't know how Dashy wins that. And that right there was the event. That right there for me was the event. He takes the round. It was everything. 4-3. Insane ice out of Dashy. 1 in 1,000 round for real. 1 in 1,000 round. New round starts. Cellium watches over. He gets across onto Shotzzy. Really good kill. Again, Shotzi, that's two defenses in a row. I think he just trolls. And that's what I'm trying to say. If Shotzi doesn't overheat like that, they're in a good spot. But look what Pred's doing. This is what I didn't speak about earlier. The value and information he's getting is so insane that you don't want Shotzi overheating there because you're getting free information. You're leaving Kenny by himself, and it's like, you just don't need to do this. Like, this is the second time in a row where you're leaving Kenny by himself. You're playing a 3v4. You cannot rely on this. Again, it wins you rounds, it loses you rounds. It's just how many rounds is it going to win you? How many rounds is it going to lose you? If you're a type of player watching this, you like that playstyle, you got to try and minimize the mistakes. And sometimes I think you got to mix it up. If you're that type of player that's always in their base, the rounds that you don't do that, they're not going to expect it. It's actually going to help you out. They go through, and this round should be a FaZe win right here. You see Kenny goes through, this should be a FaZe win, but Kenny sneaks on by. He gets excellent timing here, plays it really well. You see he goes through. As they plant the bomb, he knows he's up here, and he gets the kill on Celium. So he makes Celium one shot, he gets the kill. Okay, 2 versus 2. And again, FaZe should have won this. They were in a 3v2. There's no reason to troll this, but they go through. It's the new boys from OPTIC, the new people, Kenny and Pred absolutely taking over. What can they do? It's a 2v2 here. Right now, Kenny's just checking all the angles. It's perfect timing. Okay, he goes through, he takes out one. This is an excellent play. BZ gets a trade. Now, this is where everyone's saying a BZ kind of trolled as well. I think in his defense, he doesn't know where Pred is. He thinks Pred could be on the bomb, okay? I don't know if he saw him there. If he saw him, then he trolled. If he didn't see him, then I don't think this was that bad. Because right now, like, obviously we know he's there, but I don't know if a BZ saw him. It looks like he might have saw him. He kind of messes up his slide right there, and he ends up getting kind of just beamed from Pred there. So again, big round loss there from FaZe. I just think they lost so many rounds they should have won. As an OPTIC fan, I'm very happy the way that this game went. I still think we have to clean up the search. I know it sounds weird, man. People don't kind of agree with my point there, but I think we need to clean up the search still. I think we relied on some clutches that I just don't think are going to happen again. They were very, very clutch scenarios. I just don't think it's a reliable way of winning, but you need that ice. I just think that FaZe really trolled today. But this is what I love to see. This strat was perfect. This was a perfect round of search and destroy. When I was watching this, I did not know what the fuck they were doing, I'm honest with you. But the reason they did that is so that nobody watches a cross. You see number 8 there? They didn't want anybody to watch the cross there. So now they go through. This is just perfect play from Shotzi. He knows, right, where's a BZ? A BZ loves the bomber, right? You know what? Let's push through. Fuck this shit. He slides in and just shits on him. Now, the good thing is he had Pred behind him. So this is, again, doubling up. He didn't give a fuck. He just went rogue. He just went for it. A BZ did not expect this. He goes in, and this is what I mean. If you get this kill, he chucks the smoke down, the round's over. He chucks a smoke, he chucks a trophy, bomb goes down, round over. If you make plays like that, you win the game for your team. If you die there, you potentially lose a round. So that's why his playstyle is probably the most impactful in the league, in my opinion. The way Shotzi plays S&D is so crazy. It's so impactful. 3 versus 3. Celium goes through. He's weak here. They take him out. Beautiful play. 3 versus 2. Kenny goes through. Kenny's one shot. Again, these are the gunfights. Like, he should not be winning that, but he absolutely fries Draza. 3 versus 1. This is great play. He checks the bomb. Simp goes through. Now, although Shotzi dies there, he does his job. He does his job by checking the bomb. He gets the bomb down. He got the first kill. Shotzi's done excellent there. It's now a 2 versus 1. I actually got a bit worried here. Because if he kills Kenny here, I feel like, again, this is so underrated, bro. For me, Kenny moves, like, if I'm playing right now, I'm Kenny, I'm probably dead here. Like, to have the reaction to move that quickly is insane. Because if he kills Kenny there, there's a chance he can kill Pred here. There's a small chance, but he can kill Pred there for sure. Like, he could easily kill Pred there, bro. And I think that was just an insane play from Sip to even almost win that. But I think people, like, really thought that was over. Bro, look at this. Like, he could have easily killed Pred there. Like, there was only a few shots away from killing Pred. But anyways, really good play from OPTIC. I think FaZe were on us. That means a lot. Shots is moving like a wolf there, bro. This guy is fucking howling there. Fair play. I mean, they deserve that. I'm a Green Wolf fan. I'm very happy for the boys. Huge major win. And I think that might be the turning point for the season, man. Beating FaZe in that fashion on LAN is just like, all right, we got the confidence, we can fucking do this now. And yeah, it showed in the grand final. They absolutely took over. Call of Duty is such a game about momentum and confidence, and to make plays like that in the losers final is just insane. But YouTube, you guys know the drill. Drop a like on the video, and I will catch you guys for another one tomorrow.